anything. No. That's the truth. Once you are starting off, people are not going to be, you won't be getting that gigs or be getting contracts from people. Just be doing what you are doing. And then another thing is to, just like I said earlier, positioning yourself to be an opportunity. Push what you are doing. Carry your business in your head. Hello guys, my name is Bliss and I welcome you all to the first official episode of the Bliss Hour. With me here I have my wonderful, amazing and a very beautiful co-host. She will be introducing herself and also introducing what we'll be talking about today.
Hello, my name is Blessed. On this first episode of the show, we'll be talking about student entrepreneurship, and we'll be looking at the challenges that students who embark on business while in school faces and how they were able to overcome them. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to this hour. With us here we have two beautiful ladies and they are going to be introducing themselves, please.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Miracle Boniface, and also I'm a social entrepreneur. I specialize in community management, product management, and social media management. I actually work for Web3 industry and blockchain projects. So yeah, that's all about me. Actually, I graduated from University of Calabar. I studied zoology and environmental biology. So thank you.
My name is Naji Ifebuche Excitement. I am a student of University of Port Harcourt. I study linguistics and communication studies. Yes, I am an entrepreneur. I sell pastries in school. That's that.
Okay, that was amazing. So I would ask you, since you're still in school, have you ventured into any other business, before this one, or you just did this one and it worked out for you?
Alright, I would say I started business in a way right from secondary school.
Wow.
So I went to a boarding school and I had these savings I had from maybe my pocket money and all. So I kind of sent staff them to send to buy me sweets and stuff to sell in school.
Yeah.
So that was when I started earning something, although I didn't really use it for any other thing because I was kind of younger, but that was my first attempt into business.
Okay.
And mind you, my dad is also a businessman, so
Wow.
I had this little knowledge on how to run a business.
So I would say the business flows in your blood.
You could say that, yeah.
Okay, so Miss Miracle, what motivated you to go into business while you were in school?
Okay, actually, when I first got admitted into the university, and I had a friend who encouraged me to join an organization named ISEC. So I joined this organization and it was really like a motivating factor for me because I met amazing people of like minds, people that want to be extraordinary. These are students that are building ecosystems for themselves.
Okay.
So I was motivated by what they were doing. And as at then, I didn't really have the so-called high self-esteem because I was just starting up and I didn't even know what to do. I just wanted to do something for myself.
Okay.
And I joined these people, this organization, and I saw them building so many projects, and I said to myself, okay, why don't I just start off something?
Yeah.
I created a blog. I started off with a free website, WordPress website for it. So at first I just started writing.
Yeah.
My first content on the website was about skinny girl diary.
Wow.
Yeah, to boost my self-confidence as a skinny girl. In this society, we are all about the chubby and all that. So being skinny in a society as ours, you just have to have a high self-esteem, to carry yourself with courage and all that. So I also wanted to use myself, as a motivation for people like me. So I started writing about it. Though as the time goes by, the vision started getting clearer. I started adding more objectives. I started, rebranding the projects and the website and all that. So I started writing. And from there I got gigs. My first gig was I created two contents for 12,000 naira.
Oh.
I was so happy because that was the first actual money that I was making. I said to myself, oh wow, since I can just work with someone that I'm not even seeing, I don't know this particular person.
Yes.
You know, because the lady in question is from UK, and that was in 2018. So that lady, I sent her an email with my CV.
Yeah.
So I got the job and I was writing for her. So the money was converted after the tax and all. I got 12,000 naira for the payment. So that was how I started working, and it has been a fantastic journey, to be honest with you, because it's changed my life and it changed my perspective about life, because it's not just all about the physical, the physical job opportunities that we see. It's opened my mind to attract opportunities and made me know that there are so many different opportunities in this digital space that I can take hold of. And it only happened because I found myself in the right space. It only happened because I joined the right group that actually exposed my mind that it is not just within the four walls of schools. That if you want to be someone in life, or if you want something extraordinary, if you want to make a mark, create a mark for yourself, you start from where you are. You don't have to wait for anybody to push you or anything.
That's wonderful, and that's well said. Okay. So with excitement, what motivated you to go into business while in school?
I think it's the normal motivation for every student.
Yes.
It's just like to earn a living, like to earn something for yourself. I really did not have a motivation per se. I kind of ran into the bonds business because I started with bonds, and I kind of ran into it online. I saw a video online, then I was like, I really want to do this. I have no experience whatsoever. As of 2020, I think it was 2020, I had little experience in the kitchen. So I kind of like, okay, I wanted to do this. I started, and at first it was terrible. There was no motivation after that, because I'll make buns and someone like, is this in akara? I made buns with my mind and telling me it's akara. So it's not like someone tasted it, I was like, this is so good, you should continue. There was no motivations like that.
Okay.
So I just started. I said, okay, I had my elder sister and my younger sister with me at that time. So they were the ones telling me, after I do the first batch, I'll cry. And they're like, it's okay, God is in control, the normal Nigerian motivation, that it is well. And indeed it was, because I learned that if I do not push myself towards getting better, I'll remain that way and nobody will patronize you.
Exactly.
Nobody will buy your business. So
so it's all about, trying to meet up to needs in school, and also you had to, be consistent to be able to get there. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
Motivation is motivating me. Okay, so this question is for you, Miss Excitement.
Right.
Okay, there are some competitions because of your business. There are people that are into making of pastries, buns, and all that. So how were you able to cope with these competitors, and how did you retain your customers?
If you don't push yourself to be better, nobody's going to buy your markets. So even till date, I know I make good pastries already, but almost every night I kind of make it a big deal to go online and find out small videos on what I do. If there's a new version, if there's a new trick in the business, I kind of learn it and incorporate my own ideas into it and make it perfect. So there are competitions, quite alright. Like people, currently now I sell in my church, like in the evenings I take peanuts. A lot of people sell peanuts. But I get comments like, hey, your peanuts and every other person, you all just taste special. It's just, then every other person has this taste, and my own is just different. I'm not trying to make mouths here.
It's okay.
So that's how it was. I just tried as much as possible. I look for good granules if it's peanuts. I look for good milk if it's buns. I just go for the best, and you retain your customers.
So, Miss Miracle, while in school you did the social entrepreneurship work, did you encounter competitions? And while encountering the competitions, how were you able to cope with it?
Okay, the competition is more like a global competition because this is a niche that almost everybody is into and more people are trooping into it. So but one thing I believe in is if you are good at what you do and you are really consistent and you are positioning yourself to be an opportunity magnet, that is, when people see what you do, they see that you are exceptional. Mind you, you might not just be the best in that particular field, but they know that you are dedicated, that when you are being given a particular work to do, they sure know that you will deliver. So I try to groom myself to be that person, to make sure that even though I am not the best, I'm striving to be the best, yes. But even if I'm not the best, I make sure that I put in all my efforts. I have this belief that money is not even wealth. People is wealth.
Yeah.
Having access to a very healthy network is wealth. So ensuring that I find myself or position myself within people that I know of a surety that if an opportunity comes, they will alert me. Most of the opportunities that I've gotten access to, 80% of them are through referrals. So one thing is to position yourself to be an opportunity magnet so that people will know what you do.
Yeah.
And not just knowing what you do, they should know that you are good at what you do. So that was like it was more like the thing that set me aside from others, and it opened doors for me.
So Miss Excitement. So what as a student who is into business while in school, what are the challenges you face doing business and also going to school? Most times you could clash.
Alright, the challenges basically for a student is going to be classes.
Yes.
Classes clashing with the business.
Yes.
So I think at some point last 2 semesters I missed a lot of tests, or it's either I come late, then I'm not able to enter, or at some point I think during the exams there's this class I missed and they give a chapter to read in class, and that was like the whole thing that came out in the exam. I was like, Jesus, I didn't even get to, I was not aware of this.
Okay.
So the first issue was the classes clashing with business. So I kind of found it's difficult, like waking up early to prep and like make the business ready, and also being in class. But I found a way around it. Also, at some point, I think the lecturers too were giving problems, like in the class, like they're like, okay, don't sell here. There's a canteen where you can buy things, and it's only permitted for, like, it's owned by a lecturer. So they're like, don't sell, or give you excuses like, hey, you as you are selling now, you are littering the whole classroom. I'm like, I'm not the only one selling. You are selling too, and you can't be sure that these nylons are just from me. So there was that challenge, and I just found a way around it at some point. I just had to pick some things. If I see them, if I know, okay, this person got it, I'll like tell you, please help me pick, please help me dispose it properly and stuff. I found a way to wake up earlier. I just prep, maybe I prep at night.
Yeah.
Then in the morning I just mix the whole thing and start my frying or start whatever I have to do.
Okay, that means the challenges were not just the classes, but also from the lecturers and so on.
So, Miss Miracle, we know that as you're a graduate here, so I'll ask you, while you were still in school, how were you able to cope with your social entrepreneurship and lecturers, all those stuff? How did you cope?
Okay, honestly, it wasn't an issue for me. Just like I mentioned earlier, I found myself in the right space with the right set of people. When I joined, at first I was like, these people that are always so devoted in this particular thing, how did they even study? And then I found out that most of them are at the top of their class. The president of ISEC then was, his CGPA was, as at that time, was 4.7.
Wow.
Many of them were bright minds. I'm telling you, they were. So it was a motivating factor for me, that made me have this mindset that I don't have any excuse to give. So I started training myself first. I ensured that my time management skills were top notch. So what actually helped me is to ensure that at night I always write my to-do list, and I incorporate that with my lecture timetable, and also the time my reading time. I ensure that at this time I'm supposed to be reading, at this time I'm supposed to be writing content for people, at this time I'm supposed to be doing my tasks, because the organization, they definitely give us tasks to carry out. So the time management skill helped me, and also writing my to-do list and sticking to them. And I'm telling you, it is still helping me till now, because time management is actually something that I feel everyone that wants to excel in life should have, because it will help you to give you a direction on what you are to do at every particular time, and for you to consciously stick to it. It wasn't really like a big issue. As I graduated as one of the best in my department.
Wow.
And my classmates were like even surprised, because most times, and also some lecturers, I know that once they come to class, it's just to read their handouts. I was just, what's the essence of wasting my time here, while I can just take the handouts and still go back and read? So those lecturers that I know that anytime they come is to read handouts, I'll just take their time and devote it into something else. So that was how I was able to cope and manage both school and the content writing, and also the ISEC organization, being able to just merge all of them and excel in all.
So I would have asked you if you do other stuff, besides this, but you've already explained yourself. So I'll take this question to Miss Excitement. So I want to know, besides your pastry business, do you have any other business you do? Like any other business you adopt to it, or any other thing, maybe working part-time or something? Do you have any other thing you do?
I am also into market runs. Like, you don't have the time to go to the market. Why? I do have the time.
Wow.
So I kind of like balanced it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you ask for these items, then after class I just take transportation down to the market, then get these items delivered to you. At that point, I'm also getting the items I need. So it's like killing two birds with a stone.
Yes.
I'm also a hairstylist. Yeah.
Wow, are you serious?
I'm into
Wow,
hairstylist.
she's very versatile.
Yeah. A hairstylist. I am also trying to, at some point, if I had the time, I would have loved to work as a kitchen assistant, because it's just the kitchen for me.
Okay, I actually love the kitchen. That's nice. Okay, so Miss Excitement, while in school you have things to pay for, you have textbooks to buy, you have assignments to do. So apart from that, because I know money is also going there, and you have parents to also sponsor that. So did you ever encounter detrimental losses in your business? And if you did, how did you jump back to your feet?
Okay, I think loss is inevitable in the pastry business. It could be from the wrong ingredients, it could be from the wrong products, it could be from maybe the heats from your gas, there's something wrong. Okay, so I faced a lot of loss. Like I told you, I had 3 batches, 3 days, like 3 different days. I tried out this recipes and stuff, and it went bad. Like I had to eat it with my sisters. A lot of fun. Like I told you, I have other sources. I could use from the hairstyling. I know I'm supposed to use the money for something else, because I have like how I arrange, like this money is going for this. I can say this hairstyling business is going for school. This thing is also going for going back myself, growing my business, or bettering myself. So I kind of take from this part to make up for the loss. There's still me that runs the business. I don't really need to get things from hairstyling. Hairstyling is what I do. I just need me, like it's just my presence, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I take money from this and add up to that to make up for losses.
Okay, so how about you, Miss Miracle? Did you ever encounter any loss with your online business?
I wouldn't like say encountered losses, but I was more like a risk, and also not being able to meet up with the time frame given for the tax. And that was like the challenges that I faced. And most of my bosses, some of them would get angry. They can give me a strike, they can give me a red flag, or they can, just give me a query. And for one of them, once you get up to like 3 red flags, that's it for you. You have to quit the job. That was the major challenge that I faced in school, because being able to manage school and then meeting up with the tax was, very, very hectic, and it was really stressful for me.
Considering the stress with doing this business while in school, would you advise students to actually go into business while in school?
Okay, with my type of business, and also the world we are in, where there is no job, job opportunities, the best time to start is actually now. The best time to start is when you are in school, to start building your portfolio. Because when you are writing your CV and your CV doesn't have much, and you are applying for a job that needs someone that has like 2 or 3 years of experience, and you're just coming out from school, less, you don't have any experience at all.
Yeah.
It will be difficult for you to get that employment.
Yeah.
So, and for me, the best is now. You start building yourself. That's the time you have to try and fail until you become perfect, until you become good at what you are doing. So you don't have to wait till you are done with school. Just like I mentioned earlier, you should know how to manage your time very well. There is so much time. We are human beings. We are limitless. There is nothing we can not achieve once we set our mind to do them and to achieve them. So the best time to start is when you are in school. That's the best time to start anything that you want to do at all.
Wow. So this is the time when you get to like advise those that are starting their business, starting as young entrepreneurs. So Miss Excitement, as an entrepreneur that you are, yes, I know you got to the standard at least that you want to get to. What will it be your advice to those that want to go into your same line of business? Like, how much do you think they can use to start up this particular business of yours?
Alright, first of all, I've not gotten to the standard.
Okay.
Because I still, currently I just paid for a class to better myself.
Yeah.
So the main thing, like she said, you should look at the best time to start.
Yes.
Okay. Somebody once told us that you should look at other people that have succeeded in the business line you are in, and see, and know that since they can achieve this, there's nothing stopping you. There's no excuse for you, because if you hear their stories too, they also had it tough. They also had challenges. The first growth is in the mind. You have to grow in your mind that, okay, yes, I can do this.
Yeah.
Because even if you are given enough capital, there's something we do as entrepreneurs. We go and get you go and get equipment or things that are not necessary.
Yeah.
But you just have to settle your mind. Okay, I just need this. I just need this. You don't need the whole capital in the world. You don't need grants or something to start up. You can start with just a frying pan, oil, and this thing. Just 2 cups of flour and stuff. You just get little bits of every other thing and start up. Make things, and from there you kind of, at the beginning, you throw all the profits back into the business. Maybe you can get a bigger size oil, custard of flour and stuff. You kind of grow yourself first. So there's no much capital. You just start small. You can start by saving. You don't, all these things we eat, you don't need it. You don't need to drink Coke. Take that Coke money and keep aside. Take that out, or you can have a good customer. Like, okay, please, I want to start like this. I have this to pay you. By the time I make my sales, I come and complete, then get this other item. So it's worked for me. So you just have to build that trust and maintain the trust. Don't go and because somebody has helped you, you're not carrying their money around. It's not fair.
Okay, that means you don't actually need a specific amount
No,
to
you
start a
really don't need
business.
to.
So how about you, Miss Miracle? What will you say to those people that are also venturing into the line of business?
Okay, what I would love to say is that I think the challenges or the challenge that most people face is not knowing exactly what they want to do and not having the motivating factor to push themselves and to do that particular thing. The thing is that ideas doesn't come in full.
Yeah.
It comes in motion.
Yeah, that's true.
When you are doing that particular thing, the vision gets clearer.
Yeah, yeah.
You get more self-taught ideas. You know, you get more inspiration to better yourself. So all you have to do is to start. Even if you don't know what you are doing, just start. And also, one thing is to start, and then the other thing is to be consistent and dedicated to finish. Because when you are starting in the field or my line of business as a social entrepreneur, at first, the man, you will not be getting anything. No, that's the truth. Once you are starting off, people are not going to be, you won't be getting that gigs or be getting contracts from people. Just be doing what you are doing. And then another thing is to, just like I said earlier, positioning yourself to be an opportunity magnet. Push what you are doing. Carry your business in your head. Even if anything, you have one particular social media platform that you promote things that you do. And take courses. I don't know why people are just so lazy, honestly. People want to earn before they learn. You see one person, you just pick up an idea and you want to start making money immediately from that particular idea. Just 1 week of learning. You are now telling yourself, I'm a strategic content writer, I can blow your business from 1 to 100. This is someone that you don't even know anything at all.
And you're not perfect.
You are not perfect, it's extreme.
Okay.
So you should start and connect with people that are also into the field that you want to, venture into, so that you can be able to learn from them. You should ensure that each and every day you are learning new thing in that particular niche. It helps.
Yeah.
Ensure that you are learning new thing in that particular niche, so that at the end of the day, when you accumulate all of them together, you know that, oh, this is where I've gotten. And you couldn't get to that extent if you didn't dedicate your time in learning. So learn before you earn. Even if the money is not coming, keep pushing. One day, certainly, the money will come. And position yourself. You don't have to hide yourself. Anything that you learn, just post it. Write about it. People are seeing you.
I've actually learned a lot from this today. You guys are amazing.
So in all of this today, what the bottom line is that we're passionate about what you're doing, and in all, consistency is the key. Wow.
Exactly.
So guys, this is where we come to the end of the show, and it was indeed an interactive, interesting, and very educating section. Thank you guys for coming once again. So don't forget that having a healthy network is also wealth. So I still remain your humble host, please, and my co-host.
Blessed.
Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.